Boosh, here we go. How are we doing tonight, everyone? How are we doing? It is Tuesday. We are back for some more shiny hunting action. Hopefully we'll get some luck with the Zygarde tonight. We're also hunting on the side screen just down below me right here, the RegiSteel that we've been going for, an Ultra Moon. So hope you're all good. Second time out tonight. I hope you're good, chat. Danny, how are you doing? Decidueye the Unrivaled. Adelberry, it's been a long time, mate. How are you doing? Steven, how are you? Riley, good to see you again. Scott, Phoenix, Mighty, Naj, how are you doing? Steinthor, Pyro, Nose, Horse, Braden, Kalos, and everyone else joining. I hope you're all good. If you want to get involved tonight with the Zygarde raids, we will be doing them online. The code is on the overlay just below where the Zygarde is, the 1232137 code. If you want to join in, I'm going to plug it in now. You'll have a couple of minutes to hop in and join, and hopefully we can get some success with this one tonight. This would be amazing if we can get some success with it tonight. Thank you for all the good luck, friends. I hope we do see it shine tonight. The toothpaste Zygarde. Oh wow, a second stream today. I know, because I'm going away to Dortmund this weekend, so I'm not going to have as much time as I would have liked to for the rest of the week. Potentially straight in there with Kentara, Patrick, and Jamie. Thanks so much for joining. I guess we better start with the RegiSteel resets as well. Start exploring. Imagine if we get the RegiSteel tonight. It would be very good if we do. Okay, what are we choosing as our first one out? Anything that's going to be of use? Screech isn't bad on the Grovyle. I think Mudsdale I'll go with to start with. Right, that's the first reset for our Reggie tonight. Oh, that was the wrong button. That's the right one. That's the right one. That's the right one. Jassy, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Got Zapdos, Brandon. Nice. Congrats, my friend. I am so happy to hear that. And I hope you're doing good. Top 3 biscuits of all time. Jaffa Cake count as a biscuit or not? I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. This is the second time we're streaming today. I will apologize at the start of the stream just to say I am coming down with a bit of sickness at the minute, and I will be clearing my throat. My voice sounds a bit gruff, so if I am making weird noises throughout the stream, I do apologize at the start, at the top of the show, just for that. I think we go the water route, you know. It's hard. I would go fairy route to start with. That's the way I would choose, but might not be the best way. Can't really see what that water type is. Might not be the one. I'm just hoping it's like a Pelipper or something that we can have with Zygarde potentially. Octo Kraken, how are you doing? Naj, good day to you as well. Brandon, you need a luck phrase. We need a luck phrase. We need the lucky. We need the jacket back. We need the shiny jacket back. That's what we need. Osirus, just started watching your channel a week ago. I just wanted to tell you that you seem like a super nice and chill dude. Gonna watch you more from now on. Frederick, thank you so much. That really means a lot. I hope you enjoy the streams as we continue to do them. Just my only gripe at the minute is that I'm not Dynamaxing. We'll leave that for someone else. We're not gonna have the most effective moves. It's because I'm away so much at the minute with VG events that there's not the consistency I would like, but we will work on that. Obviously after this weekend it's gonna be plain sailing. It's gonna be nice where we'll have a good long run of just being able to kind of get back to a good schedule. So looking forward to that. Don't get me wrong, I love going away for events, but you know, there is the fact that the consistency. But thank you so much for the kind words. Really don't understand these and had a hard time getting Zygarde. Zygarde is a very difficult one to get. You really need specific things in your party to kind of help out with getting the Zygarde. Like Wideguard is pretty much a necessity. I'm just repeating what chat has educated me on throughout my time of trying to get the Zygarde. They've been very helpful in the whole hunt for Zygarde, so big shout out to them. Jaffa Cake can be classed as a biscuit as it is a biscuit tin item. Oh, I don't know if I'd put a Jaffa Cake in a biscuit tin though. I feel like it would go hard. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it would dry out. Not sure about that. Jaffa Cake would be up there though. And then Fox's cookie, like with the chocolate underneath, because they are just banging. They like the best. And third, what are we gonna say for third? Like a classic custard cream? I don't know. Does anyone really need the Clefairy? maybe. Let's see what everyone else says. I will probably take it. I will take it because it's a very good support Pokemon. I will take it if no one else wants it. And I'll keep it till the end because I feel like the Reflect is just so good. It's better than Mudsdale. That Reflect, the Life Dew as well. Use God Killer. God Killer. That's what we need. I don't really think it matters for this one. Maybe we go Poison Root and someone can get another Pokemon. Potentially. Brandon. We need Gigantamax, Ogopon, and Terapagos. Fan art. We definitely do, Brandon, for sure. I was watching Matt HDV just a little bit earlier, just catching up on what's been going on and rumor-wise, and there's a really interesting one about Pokemon Day, about the stuff coming out and how there could be a Paradox Keldeo. I like the idea of that, but it wasn't in the main series games. It was in the it was a new mystery dungeon game. I don't know why I had to pause there so much, but yeah, if we got imagine getting a Paradox Keldeo, kind of fit, wouldn't it? Iron Prince was the name of it. It was a good leak, even if it was fake, which it probably is, but gets me excited for it. Good job, chat. And Mighty, how can you do 2 games at once? Sometimes I forget to look at the screen because I get distracted easily. Mate, it's hard work, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Right, we'll get this Reflect up. We'll protect the party. Chocolate malted milk is a good high. That's a good one, yeah. Brandon, I don't know why, but it sounds so wrong. Viscounts though. Viscounts? Oh, they're not bad. They're definitely a biscuit tin item. 100% sure. That. Oh, the Max Steel Spike. That Reflect. Is it up? Should be. Hopefully. Riley, good to be back. When I get home, I'll be grabbing myself a Shroomis in Gen 3 to make a full swiper for Ruby Dream Team. Quests look like I'll be powering level in Colosseum all night. Nice, mate. That sounds awesome. There's a lot of rumors as well about, you know, the old Pokemon games like Colosseum and Gales of Darkness kind of coming back, is getting remakes. Maybe there's some truth in it. Maybe. I'd be down for it. It would be good. Mighty, do you like ice cream? So, which is your favorite flavor? Mine is strawberry. Funny enough you say that, Mighty. I do love ice cream, and my favorite flavor is strawberry ice cream as well, with like actual bits of strawberry in. The best. Yeah, I'm a fiend for has anyone ever had a Five Guys milkshake? It's like literally the best, the strawberry ones. Man, Decidueye and Ravid, hello again. Insomniac T, how are you doing? I love the idea of it too, but I really doubt it will be on the site. I know, that's the only thing. I just can't get like fully behind it. I just feel like it's just not gonna happen. I don't think I've had them before. Between Embo and Delphox, who's your favorite starter? Oof. That's such a hard one, Kalos fan. Such a hard one. I really like both of them. They're both like a little bit under the radar, underrated. And I really do like all of them. Do I just Life Dew again to keep that Cryogonal? Because Drapion is... Yeah, I'm going to Life Dew again. I'm just going to continue Life Dewing. Just to keep everyone topped up. I'm gonna say Delphox. Delphox is the one. If I had to pick one, I'd pick yeah, Delphox. Well, Les, how are you doing? Finally got my gold Magina from home. Congrats, mate. That is awesome to hear. A few days using the GCS for the last few hundred. I needed. Nice, mate. That is very, very cool. It's such a nice reward as well. Copty Loop, what is your favorite Zelda game? We had this question earlier on the stream. I said Wind Waker. Is that Wind Walker? The Wind Walker. The Zelda game no one else has heard of. No, Wind Waker is definitely probably my favorite one, I would say. That's what I think always pops to the front of my mind. It's one I have a lot of fond memories of. On the GameCube. Life Dew again. Yeah, let's keep doing this Life Dew. You remember the ice cream at Morecambe Dairy? Oh man, yes. That place is absolutely insane. That ice cream was the best ice cream I ever had. That blueberry. The blueberry ice cream. Honestly, chat, it was... Scott's not lying. It was the best ice cream ever. And they give you it in huge tubs. Huge tubs. It's amazing stuff. Just wanting a new Fire Emblem game this year. Oh, well, you never know. Because I think a lot of the chit in the chat about this direct is it's going to have nothing to do with the Switch 2 in it. So basically, it's going to be the kind of final direct that we're going to get for basically the Switch. So it's going to be all the remaining games, remaining titles that we'll see this year. And a lot of talk is that the Switch 2 will get its own thing at some point, to tease it or go over it or whatever. So that could be a possibility. Fire Emblem game could be on the way. Play next day now. D, nice. Nice, mate. Hope you're enjoying it. Love that. Or even a continuation of one of them. Continuation would be very cool, wouldn't it? Wilco, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great Tuesday, my friend. Thanks for hopping in and joining the stream tonight. Veda, how are you doing? Maybe you finally get a Paradox Fusion from DLC Scarlet book, Scarlet Violet book for Pokemon Day. That would be very cool. You know, the thing that I liked about the one that Matt was covering recently, like today, was the fact that it promised 2 more updates for Scarlet and Violet. Now, it could be looked at like you could say, well, yeah, it's easy to say there's 2 areas on the map in Paldea that are still kind of blocked out. But it kind of makes sense that we could get 2. If they're not bringing a main series title out this year, it could make sense that we do get something like that, where we get 2 additional updates. We don't get any main series updates. I'd be happy with that, honestly. I would. If it meant whatever we got like next year would be a really polished finished piece. That would be kind of cool. Would love a Gen 5 remake or a Gen 2 remake. Yeah, me too. Me too. Or just to switch it up, a teaser for Gen 10. Could you imagine? That would throw everyone off. They could potentially tease Gen 10. I guess it's probably not even like anywhere close to being able to tease now. Concept art and stuff. Oh, I don't know. It'll be in development, but I don't know. I'm good without the Drapion. But a Gen 2 remake would be very cool. I've been saying it on the streams for the last 2-3 weeks. Heart Gold Soul Silver, if they were just to do an easy, faithful remake, Heart Gold Soul Silver would be the one, I think. I think that would be so easy for them to do. And it would tick so many boxes this year. And everyone, I think, would be happy with it. For the most part. Kind of sad that we didn't get a new game, but I mean, we can't be too greedy. Satya, I just started playing Fire Emblem Heroes on my phone, thinking of getting it on the Switch. You should definitely do it. Oh, what's it like on the phone? I've literally never played really any games, proper games, console games on my phone ever. So I'm always curious to know what they're like. Some really cool device yesterday. It was is it the Mobile Boy or something like that? The name of it. Oh, this is not the one that we were hoping for. This was not the wide guarder. We're not doing too bad. Electros has levitate, so does that help against 1000 hours? I don't think it does it? No. Yeah. It's basically a mobile device. It looks like a Game Boy and you clip your phone down into it. It looks fun. It's not going to be that good though. Like, practically playing. Way too soon for Gen 10. I agree. I think Gen 10, yeah, it's so far off. I think 2026 is Gen 10 when we'll see it. I really can't even see it like next year. I hate how Ogapon didn't get a Stellar mask in the Indigo disc. That's it. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Oh, they could have fused all the masks. They have kind of left it open where there could potentially further down the line be other masks or other forms of Ogapon, you know. Cool Legend Mess, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for hopping in and joining the stream. I hope you're having a great Tuesday yourself. Hope for Legend Selby with the port remake of Heart Gold Soul Silver. That would be a dream, right? I would love that. What Pokemon region would I like to live in? Oof. Pokemon region would I like to live in? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Sinnoh would be alright. Sinnoh seems quite interesting. Probably not Hoenn. Too much water. You're heavily relying on like a boat if you live in Sinnoh, I feel. So that's probably something I would try and avoid. Patrick, thank you so much for the subscribe. Maybe Paldea. Paldea always seems nice. I don't know if it's just because it's fleshed out a bit more. Paldea seems... I'd probably pick Paldea, you know? Probably would. Our health is pretty good at this stage. We're good. We're good. We're good. And Stellar Mask would have been so cool. It would have been great. Such a good idea as well. I hadn't even thought about it until then. Currently fighting Kyurem in Dynamax Adventures with a boulder with iron defense and body press. Nice. Gonna make easy work of that Kyurem. Good luck on getting that shiny if that's what you're hunting for. Tomahawk. Well, I mean, you already live in Galar technically. Yeah, that's true, you know. I like that Paldea seems a lot warmer as well, apart from the mountain areas. But then you could go there for like a winter holiday, I guess, you know. You got like that. You got a nice mix. Pokemon Concierge is actually really adorable show. Love the cozy feel. It actually makes me want to spin-off game in that art style. That would be kind of fun. I'm not swapping. Good without. We can support. We can play the support line. Regina hunting again. How are you doing? I hope you're good. I think Unova would be nice. I would love to attend a Team Plasma speech. That'd be kind of fun. Meet N as well. That would be good. Phoenix, how are you doing? And Rose, how are you doing? I hope you are well and having a great day. And nice to see you again. Will not take anything. Knows I'm the only one that was expecting the territory in Area Zero on the way to Terrapagos to be much more important. Like, I want to know the deal of it. Yeah. We were talking about this earlier, like on today's stream. Like, it was such a highlighted area in the trailer. Like, it had some real importance to the whole story. And it's literally had no meaning at all. Nothing. It's so weird. And that's why there could be a continuation, you know? Another DLC that has a bit more explanation to, like, the Herba Mystica stuff and things like that. So, potentially, it's something we might see. It'd be nice to think so. Baldo is so damn slow. It's very slow. It is a very slow boy. He appreciates Trick Room. Was Concierge the Claymation series? Yes, yeah, on Netflix. Yeah, I'd love to live in Galar and attend all of the Leon's matches. Yeah, for that reason. If it's actually Galar as well, yeah, not the UK. I'd probably take that. Galar's quite a nice region. Would live in Sinnoh. Would be up in the resort area. Yeah, that's a good point. The resort area. I guess the only thing about Hoenn that like would be good is it does have the battle factory, doesn't it? Which is very good. There's an icy wind, all important icy wind. We might be able to do this, you know, chat. Even though we've got some electric weak Pokemon here, we've got some tools. There's the Reflect Up, which is good. Hopefully the next one will be able to add speed, get a life dew off. Should be nice. I am not Dynamax, and I was going to say terastallizing. I am not terastallizing. No, I'm not. Why no Miraidon Terraform? Like they even got the Iron Serpent and Wing King names from the secret cutscene and not yet Terra. I know, right? Yeah, and even in the trailers, even in that trailer, it looked like they were like, you know, terastallizing battle forms. So strange. And we know on the data mines, there is the items that tie to both of them that are like associated with. Oh, that is not good. 3 down. No life due. Cryogonal is the last one standing. We can't afford to get another KO in this one. It's not great. I don't think we've had anything knocked out so far, so I think we should be good. Game Boyd, thank you so much for the luck, and I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Great to see you as always. Mitchell, I love the battle tree in Gen 7. That's very true. Yeah, the battle tree is very good. The underground crystal tree deserved more lore. Honestly, think the entire Terrapagos thing was a little underwhelming. I think by the end it was, wasn't it? It was like, is that all it is? Is that the whole thing? Can you guess who I named the Kyurem after? Wasn't me, mate, was it? Can't name after me. It needs a better name than that. But that would be that's my guess. You tell me though. This is looking bleak. That's the game you should try. Pal World. Is that PLA World or Pal World? You know, I probably will at some point. I probably will. Gerardo, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're having a great day. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks for joining the stream as well. And it's actually crazy thinking about Pokemon in real life. A lot of bad could happen. Pokemon are basically miniature nukes, yeah. Kind of scary in some ways. And all these maniacs, these bad guy maniac teams running around trying to destroy the world. Pinup, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. Great to see you. Callas fan, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, mate. That means a lot. I feel very, very privileged. I really hope we get this Zygarde this time round. Tony, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. What if Pokemon Company will announce that they will release all the older gens for the Switch? What would you pay for it? I don't know. What would I pay for it? What would I be happy paying for? If they did them in sets, you know, I feel like we haven't got it. Good try, team. We'll go again. We'll go again. We didn't get the best Pokemon to do this with. No shiny. No shiny. Nada. No shiny. No shiny. I gotta just check just to make sure. Nah, nothing. Not the greatest start, but not terrible. We didn't expect anything. It would have been nice to get the Zygarde, but we'll go again. Right, let's try one more time. Yes, please. And it'll be the same code that's on the screen, friends, if you want to join. 1 2 3 2 1 3 7. It would be nice to get the Zygarde tonight, because it feels like then the Zygarde's done, we can move on to something else. I don't like moving on to other things if we still got shiny hunts. Like, we've got the Arceus hunt that we still need to do. But Tony, to answer the question, I think I'd be happy paying like £5 for red, blue, yellow, so £15 for those. If they came in sets, like 15, so like £45 for the whole set that we can get currently at the moment. That's what I'd be happy paying. I don't know. I feel like that's like £5 per game, because they're emulators, they're ported on the Switch. And if I had to pay for them, I feel that's as much as I want to pay, because I already have the Nintendo Online subscription, so I feel like that should count towards something. Although I feel like they should just be included, you know? That would be my 2 cents on it. I feel like I don't want to give them like too much money for these games that kind of already own, especially on the 3DS as well. Like, I already own them on the 3DS, so I'm like, I don't want to pay for them again. Right, I will pick Jellicent. So yeah, what about you? What would you be happy paying if you had to pay for them? I hunted 2 of these, so I know you're paying. I want to keep one as the dog. Oh, nice, Game Boy. You've got 2 though. That's crazy. That's amazing. That's some going. Congrats on both of them. Nice to have one in the dog form as well. IG, Pokemon Day is your birthday. That's awesome, mate. That's going to be a good day to celebrate. I hope you're doing something fun for your birthday, and then catch up with Pokemon Day after you've done celebrating. Right, what have we got? We've got Scyther that side, Golurk, Harry. No, that's normal type. So what is that? Fighting. Water is, doesn't look like it's got anything. I'll go this way. I don't know if that's the way to go. Gerardo, there were 2. If they were to make a remake of Legends Arceus type game, which region would you want them to be? Johto or Unova? I think right now, as it stands, there's so much. We've talked so long about Johto. I'm like all in on Johto right now, because there is the chance if they go to Johto, the very small chance that we could maybe go to back to Kanto as well with it, which would be kind of wild. That might have some reference to Kanto as well. Well, that is rough. Like, that is not what we want to see. That much damage early on. It's fine if the Pokemon are dangerous. The games have taught us to send a 10-year-old to handle it and work out. Yeah, that's true. We can, all the 10-year-olds can just go deal with them, tame them, and then it'll all work out. Anna, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Having a great Tuesday, and thanks so much for joining this stream. Should I get the Zapdos from Peonia? The Zapdos. Yes. I would say yes. Zapdos. Gee, what would have been like if Gen 1... I can terrestrialize. This is not... I've not really got the moves to be like actually doing that great damage. I feel like something else would be better to terrestrialize, to be honest, like Skarmory. I will dive just to dodge some damage this turn. I've got nothing I can really support the team with. Okay. It's not too bad. Right. What was that? IG. Had more features and not like for limitations. Such as 200 Pokemon, breeding, and female protagonists. Better girl from Capumon concepts with curly hair and red clothes. Yeah, I would like to see that though. I think that would be really cool. If those games come on the disc and not via online server, we pay 10 for each. If it's via online server, it'd be like 5 each. Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. It'd be kind of nice if they did them as a version. Like, if they are charging for them, it'd be nice if they did like a little cartridge for them. It'd be kind of nice. It would be like a nice touch. If they are charging for them. If they're not charging for them, then I think, yeah, 5 maximum for each. I think otherwise it's just crazy. Patrick, I wonder if they'll do anything to delegitimize or limit access to Pokemon with a origin mark from gens 1 to 2, since there are so many exploits in this game and those gens. Yeah, potentially they could do, you know, because it's so hard to like transfer up from those games anyway, so you're really only looking at the virtual console games. So but I think if they were to do that, they would have to fix all of those issues if they were re-releasing those games on like the Switch, if you get what I mean. And I just don't see them going back in to fix problems that are just have been there for like 20 plus years. So they may do. I just feel like they haven't got enough time to like fix stuff in Scarlet and Violet right now. So I just cannot see them having time to fix anything for like the Switch if they're deciding to update those, you know. I'm good without the Scyther. Len battling on stream, Knoxville Regionals. Who's doing great. Yeah, Rachel. Len rocking the T-Tar and the Corviknight and the Garchomp. Len's great. Right, I think... which route are we going? I need to follow the team. Oh, we got the Abomasnow that side, so I guess it is this way. Yeah, Len did so good. Top 16 as well. So close to getting like top 8. Gonna shiny hunt Toxel and name it Pinky. Nice. Good luck with the Toxel shiny hunt. Hope we get it very soon. Bug, how are you doing? Honey lol, you spoke about terrestrializing while Dynamaxing. I'm so stuck in Scarlet and Violet. Brain's just like, yeah. That's the only mechanic that really matters now. Just got an ad for ice cream and shiny Pokemon. What would be better? Did you really? Is that like legit? Last week I ordered the Lego Dimensions starter pack for the PS3. Nice, Kalos fan. When's it arriving? That's exciting. Mighty, have you ever heard about the attacking Zygarde? It's an obscure game. I haven't. Made by the Puerto Rican studio for PS4. This game is impossible to complete due to being practically unfinished. I don't know. It's interesting in my opinion. Yeah. It instantly reminds me of a game on the Mega Drive called Kid Chameleon. I don't know anyone that's completed, but I haven't been online. But it's like thousands of levels. And it's like... depending on how you finish the level, you can take a different path which veers you off into a completely different way. So it's very unlikely that you ever get the same run twice. That reminds me of that a lot. But that game was finished as far as I believe. Just, yeah, the only difference. Denise, how are you doing? I got a shiny Dugong in Paldea a couple of days ago. I just started trying to shiny hunt. Congrats on the shiny Dugong. Very nice. We were actually talking about shiny Dugong yesterday in the stream quite heavily. So that is really nice to hear. And I hope you're enjoying the shiny hunting after just kind of starting to start doing it. Very excited. Have to keep us up to date with what your next hunt's going to be and what you manage to grab. Turtle Duck just got 2 shiny Squirtle from an outbreak on Violet. Nice. Very nice. Didn't even need a sandwich. What? First one spawned before I got the 60 knockout. That is very good. No sandwich. 2 shinies. That's some luck. Turtle Duck. And it's such a good shiny as well, Squirtle. Really is. Patrick, I hope they don't fix the Gen 2 exploits. They've been abusing the heck out of them. Yeah, I literally cannot see them fixing anything. Like going back and fixing them, I just can't. Like, I think they would have done it by now. I think if they were gonna, they would have done it for the virtual consoles. I can't see it. Speaking of cut contents, Pokemon had a lot of them. Lost Neon region from Gen 2 beta. That's an entire Japan. Pot of Horn and Sinnoh included. That is really interesting. We got to go for the Obama. I don't know who's going to pick it up. Probably Skarmory. Be kind of interesting, like, to see, like, you know, the cut content that they do from previous games that we know about. You know, if they decide to put them into like future games, which you normally kind of do with a lot of that cut stuff. Like, they're probably like inspirational ideas for future content where they go back to it. Hitchmido, how are you doing? I hope you're good. What's the strats for Zygarde? Well, a lot of it comes down to if we're able to get like wide guard. A wide guard is something that we kind of need, but not essential. I guess here we've got an alright squad. We've got the decent support with the Jellicent. We've got the Clefairy. It's got Reflect, Life Dew. And then if we can get the Abomasnow without too many casualties here, you should be able to. We should be in a good spot to do some big damage to it. And like, I feel like that's one of 2 ways. You can kind of just go in all out and just try and overwhelm it with damage, which I think we're going to have to do in this battle. Or we have a bit more of a tactical approach where throughout the raid, you've been able to pick up like a wide guard user and some decent like fairy or ice type attackers. So you're not as threatened by the big ground type attacks that it can kind of constantly throw out at you. I don't want to max again. I really don't. I will Icy Wind though, just because it's probably going to do a little bit more than what that Dazzling Gleam did. Scott, how are you doing, mate? I think you already know this, but if you have a hack Pokemon, you can get banned for it. Is this online? Or is this just in general terms speaking at an event? You can definitely get DQ'd from an event. Yeah. Do not hack your Pokemon. Do it legit. But, I mean, yeah. Leave a like, chat. Tony, thank you so much. Chat, if you are enjoying the stream, if you can hop down and drop a like onto the stream, it would be massively appreciated. It really is helpful. But thank you nonetheless, if you leave one or not, but it is massively appreciated. And thank you, Tony, for pushing chat, leading the way with that. Palace fan, I expect all the games like that to be kind of expensive. Yeah, I mean, kind of takes the need away for the older games so much. If you've got them on the Switch, at least it gives a lot of players, you know, newer to the franchise a chance to play these games, whereas, you know, buying some of the older games now is just crazy. Okay, keep talking. I'm on the lookout for Fire Red, because I've only got a genuine Leaf Green. Fire Red, it's so expensive to get. Like, I would love to get it boxed, and I'd love to have the complete thing, but it's just like, nah. I'm never probably ever owning that. That would be another nice couple of games to release on the Switch as well. Fire Red, Leaf Green. I will keep the Jellicent, so I will let someone else pick up that. Joey, how are you doing? Doing Dynamax Adventure also for Kyogre at the moment. Joey, good luck with the hunt. I hope you get very lucky and get it on your first few attempts. Gee, how come there hasn't been any cool fan arts of Ninhon's world map? I would have loved to see it fully detailed like Hawk Silver. That would be very cool, yeah. I would love to see something like that. Many people don't like the Gen 8 starters, but I do love them. Think they should have had second types. Gen 8 starters are great. Who doesn't like? A Gen 8 starter. I'm thinking Gen 7 starters, yeah. Like Skull Bunny. Grookey is very good. Like, Grookey is very good. I do like Grookey a lot. The other one, like Inteleon, I don't know. Not a big fan of Inteleon. It's one of the probably my least favorite starters, I would say, Inteleon. Just not a huge fan of it. Skull Bunny, I really love, but I'm not a big fan of Cinderace's final Evo. You know, Cinderace's could have been better. I don't mind it, but I'm not like in love with it like I was Skull Bunny. So, Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic day and having a nice chill out this evening, my friend. It's when you use the hack Pokemon too many times on raids online. I like what? So I don't know. I've never heard that before. I've never heard. I wouldn't know from my experience anyway about doing that, but I haven't heard of anyone getting banned online for using hacked Pokemon in raids. I know people that host hacked raids have a chance of getting, obviously hacked Pokemon that are obvious, have a chance to get banned. So that is something to be careful of. But you know, I don't really know the ins and outs of it. Phoenix, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Rose, I got Fire Red and Sapphire the weekend. I know, Rose. It's crazy how much of a bargain you got for those. I am still like in disbelief. You got such a good deal, which you deserve, and I'm so happy for you being able to pick them up. What's your favorite starter out of all, Rachel? Out of all, oh, that is too hard a question. Totodile would definitely be up there. I think is one of them. I really like Sprigatito, you know. I really do like Sprigatito a lot. Chimchar I like a lot as well, because Infernape's very cool. One of my favorites. Just to name one. I can't name my favorite one. I don't know if I've got a definitive favorite one. I really don't. It's so difficult. What about you? If you got one, throw it out at me. I'd love to hear. I think Inteleon is the best of the Gen 8 starters. See, this is why everyone has their own opinion on it, and that is super fine. I don't know why, I just don't. I think it's a Gigantamax form over anything, you know. But yeah, just never been my favorite of them all. Don't know, Rillaboom being an ape who plays the drums speaks to me on a personal level. I do like Rillaboom a lot. I'd say Rillaboom's my favorite out of the Gen 8 starters by far. That's amazing, Rose. Wish I had the flea markets like that. I know, Professor Oak, you and me both. I would take a trip just to visit those flea markets, just for the chance. If shiny Mega, it's got to be Gengar, I think. Yeah, I do really like. They're not Megas, so to speak, but the Primal Kyogre and Groudon as well, and then Mega Rayquaza, of course, is a very nice shiny. But I think out of all of them, probably Mega Gengar. Out of all of them. My answer to that is always Umbreon, because Pokemon Colosseum is my first Pokemon game. That is a cool answer. I like that a lot. Awesome as well. Like Colosseum is your first Pokemon game. That's crazy. Crazy. Dan, thank you so much. How you doing, mate? I hope you're good. I've been hunting Groudon in Dynamax Adventures. I thought it was bad. Zygarde is a monster. Oh, I know, mate. How's the hunt going for the Groudon? I hope you're having a bit of luck, or have you managed to get it? DJ David, Totodile, Froakie, Quaxley. Yeah, Quaxley's... Oh, Quaxley's such a disappointment because it had such potential. Quaquaval is probably my least favorite starter out of every single starter, I think. Quaquaval just let me down. Because Quaxley, for the longest time, I was like, it's got so much potential. But never mind. I'm sure there's lots of Quaquaval fans out there as well. Say the same thing about the Pokemon I like. Got a shiny Chikorita with a mark. Nice. That is amazing. Congrats, mate. That is so exciting. She's now a Sunflower. The Sleepy. Very, very cool. Gen 8 best Pokemon. Gen 8 best Pokemon. I don't know what. Just exclusively new. The Gen 8? Just Gen 8 Pokemon. I'd say probably Dragapult. It's probably my favorite. What about you? Got a shiny... have to go to my first starter as my fave, Charmander. Yeah. The classic. Classic choice. Can't go wrong either. Hopefully that's not the end of this raid. Come on, we need to... Come on. A Bomb of Snow has done the work. Good job, team. We had the mons to brute force our way through. Great job. Great job. My first Pokemon game was a channel on the GameCube. So nostalgic, received it on Christmas. That is a very cool. That's like, yeah, you wouldn't expect that one to be the first one you'd get. That's a very cool one to get though. The same as you about Quaxley towards Sprigatito. Found out and for nephew told me, and it looked online to be the internet, and it's legit. Found out and for nephew told me about it, and looked online for it, the internet, and it's legit. What is that, Scott? Which one are you talking about? Right, shiny check-in time. So disappointing. So disappointing every time. Never mind. We'll keep going. Must have a stack of Dynite ore though. Yes, we'll keep the record, thank you. I wish you wouldn't ask me that. There's always the chance that I'll just delete it. Right, let's go again. Let's try one more time. Well, we've got plenty of times we can go for it tonight. If you want to join in chat, the code is on the overlay as I'm just popping it in as well. So, feel free, open to anyone that would like to join in the quest for Shiny Zygarde tonight. Denise, Sprigatito, Sobble, Cyndaquil, Bulbasaur, Charmander. Very nice selection. The Paldean starters, Meowscarada has to be the best one. Well, not only because it's the first starter in Gen 9, but also because its signature moves always crits. Yes, that is a big reason for it. It's such a beast in like... You know, competitive, it was very good in like the early formats as well. So it's nice to see. It's always nice to see starters doing well in competitive formats as well. Got Andy in already, Wilco. Go space for one more. What's an animal you think should have already been a Pokemon based on and needs one ASAP? Personally, I still can't believe a platypus Pokemon hasn't been made yet. This is very true. That is very true. What haven't we had like a Pokemon based on? It's a red panda. Is it I don't know if it's is it red yeah, kind of red panda. Have we got a Pokemon based on that? I feel like we haven't. It's always like a cute animal I do like. We have got kind of panda Pokemon though, but not the red one. What was your Indigo Disc team? My team was Caledon, Swampert, Alcremie, Zebstrika, Miastic, and Scrafty. Oh, I can't remember. What did I use? What did I use in the playthrough? I used some like VG stuff. Trying to think. Had Ogerpon. I was just like good stuff. I think like, did I have Goldingo? Urshifu, I'd have to go back and check. I can't remember off the top of my head. The team sounds fire though. Kentara, Wilco, Andy, thank you so much for joining. Flower Trick is such a great move. Just reminds me of, oh, we've got the wide guard user. Okay, we're set. We're set. Okay, I cannot switch the Mantine for the rest of this raid. Misty Sharp, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks so much for joining the stream with us tonight. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Does the stream have too many ads? It's interrupted from talking. Wasn't to miss out, and rewinding would have taken forever. Gee, how many ads have you had? Shouldn't have like any. I don't think I've even knocked it on. Tell me, tell me. It's automatic. I can knock them off. Stuffle. I guess Stuffle would count. Kind of, yeah. Right, all the fairies are that way. Fairies are probably the way to go, I think. But let's see what team decides. Red Panda is my favorite animal. Mine too. We went to like a safari zoo. It's like a huge safari zoo down this part of the world. Not that long ago, last year. And I was like maybe like 2 meters away from a red panda, and it was carrying its little baby in its mouth across this like big tree branch. It was so cool. I got some really cool photos on my phone of it. It was amazing. Yeah, they're very cute. They're very cute. Nice animals. Right, what are we gonna do? Ooh, yeah, let's go. I didn't Dynamax at all the last one, so let's contribute a bit in this one. Andrew, I have not played Shield in a long time. Yeah, before we started doing this, I really hadn't touched it for such a long time, but then when Game Freak decided they wanted to shiny lock all the legends in Scarlet and Violet, I was like, oh well, we've not really got much of an option now. So here we are, back in the grind in Scarlet Sword and Shield, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit of a change because it feels like there's not a lot to do in Scarlet and Violet at the minute, so it's nice that these other games have a lot of other playability kind of still to them. Somniac T, thank you so much for becoming the latest member of the channel. Really appreciate that. It's so kind of you, and the support means the world, so thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy your time being a member. We will have a members only stream, not this week but next weekend, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. If you're around for that one, that'll be on a weekend, on a Sunday. I would imagine we'll probably do that. So we need to schedule that in. Scott, Graplock is the best Gen 8 mon. I like Graplock. Cool design, very cool design. Mighty recently replayed Brilliant Diamond. My first playthrough, I didn't like it that much. My second run, I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed BDSP, I really did. It's a lot of unnecessary hate, in my opinion. But I think there's it's a common consensus. A lot of you here kind of feel the same as me about BDSP. I had a lot of fun with it. I still look back on it very fondly, so this is why I'm like, you know, and when there's rumors about Ilka doing another remake this year potentially for the Switch, I'm like, I kind of excited about it, because I'm like, well, what is it going to be? Are we going to get like a Gold Soul Silver remake? Are we just going to get a Faithful Crystal remake? Are we going to get Black and White or Black and White 2 remake? Like, possibilities are kind of endless with it. Not endless, but you know, there's a lot of options with what we could potentially see. So I'm excited by all of it, and I think it'll be fun, whatever they decide to do, because it'll be a new perspective of kind of playing the game as well. It's not going to be the same as, you know, the original games that we've had. I'm good, thank you, good sir. YouTube has a bad bout spamming people with tons of ads on streams lately, but only happens for a few. So weird. I've had 2 so far. How long have we been streaming? Like an hour. I don't know if I can change my settings while I'm live. That's crazy, yeah. We had a mad drop off in viewership. Like 60 people just left all of a sudden. That's crazy. And then come back to it. That's mad. Oh no, it's fixed itself. I don't know what my YouTube studio is doing right now. It is acting up way crazy. If I can get in and fix it, I will do so. Which version are you shiny hunting RegiSteel? It's Ultra Moon, Andrew, on the 3DS. Juggling both is kind of tricky, but we'll get there. We'll get there. No, I'll air slash. Even an air slash can miss. It's probably not the best one. BDSP had the best Elite Four. Yeah, and Cynthia, like, Cynthia's battle was pretty solid. It was a good one. It was definitely tougher than the originals. Hero, when are you continuing the Arceus hunt? Shouting very loudly. I don't know if you just meant that caps letters or not. We will be doing it. It is on the cards to do. We need to do it. I think we'll probably look at doing it maybe next week some point when I'm back from Dortmund. Like I was saying before, it's been a bit like all over the place with scheduling things at the minute. So just being away at regionals and stuff like that, it's not being the best for consistency for stream wise. So trying to, at the start of the week when I can stream, squeeze as many hours in as I can to kind of compensate for the rest of the week that I might not be able to, because when I go away, there's no guarantee that I'll be able to stream. I always try when I am away to see if I have the setup, if I have Wi-Fi and stuff to be able to, but I've never had much luck recently when I've been away. So we'll see. This week we might be able to. That'd be kind of fun doing the Arceus hunt when I'm away. But we'll see. It is on the cards to do. We need to finish it. It's annoying though, because I don't have like 2 switches that I could hook up to do the Arceus hunt on, like, and do the Sword and Shield stuff. So it's like a real choice between which one kind of do on the Switch, you know. Banks, when is the next time you'll be you'll be on the broadcast team again? Ooh, might be a little while before I'm back behind the desk, but hopefully not too long. Hopefully not too long. I can't give any details because of NDAs and stuff, so I have to leave it at that, unfortunately. But hopefully not too long away, not too long in the future. We got plenty of regionals down the line, so it's like I say, it shouldn't be too long before I'm back casting. The Flame Orb Melodic was a menace, yeah. I think like the whole team's really annoying. Like the Garchomp is so scary. Is it possible if you to join the adventures if you do not have Zygarde on your list? Yes, yeah. And then you can add it to your list once you've done the run for it with me. So yeah, 100% Tony, yeah. When will our battle in Pokemon Red happen? This is the true question. That is the true question. We should do that one, you know, one of the day streams where we're doing the Nuzlocke. We should tag that in at the end. Maybe when we finish the Leaf Green Nuzlocke, to cap it all off, we boot into Red and we do that battle. That'd be good. Try to make my Scarlet avatar the same as my Shield. Black, green outline and red hair. Nice, Andrew. Of Dragonite and Melodic switched evolution lines, and the latter was colored blue and white. That would be very cool. Probably better shinies, to be honest. Both of them. To be honest, you're behind the desk right now. This is very true. So, what are we going to need? I think we'll just go for leftovers. Because I'm pretty much just going to be spamming Wide Guard throughout this battle against Zygarde. So it should guarantee us to be able to get it. Hopefully. I think you need to get Sword and Shield. Scarlet base game team is consisting of Meowscarada, Talonflame, Gardevoir, the Fly, Pikachu, Combat Breed Taurus, Palisand, Midday Lycanroc, Midnight Lycanroc, and Gotcha. I love that. That is a very nice team. Very nice team. I like it a lot. Especially the Talonflame Gardevoir. Gives me like really good vibes from like 2014 in X and Y. Ken, how are you doing, mate? Good evening to you, my friend. I hope you are having a fantastic evening, day, and great to see you again. Wide guard. There we go. Banks, do you think they'll make a collection game for Gen 1 to 7 in the originals once Pokemon Bank shuts down in a few months? I really hope so. I really hope so. It would be like the perfect announcement on Pokemon Day if they were like, okay, because we're shutting everything down, here we go. There's a back catalog of everything. Imagine if they released it on like a physical card as well, and you just had the whole collection on there. It'd be nuts. And they all had compatibility to home. Like, what would you pay for that? Like, genuinely, what? Like, oof, that's a lot of games. I don't think they would do it all in one though, would they? There's no way they would do it all in one. But like we were saying earlier, you could do like a cart where you got red, blue, and yellow on it, and they sold that, and then you got gold, silver, crystal. So I could see them potentially doing it like that. Although it just feels like they're not gonna manufacture carts for like games. I don't know, but it would be sick. I would 100% buy the carts, because I feel like having the physical carts would just be so cool to have for the collection. Just to be like, okay, got those. That'd be so cool. But yeah, I don't know how much they would charge for them. Probably quite a bit. Which, if they were cartridges, would be fine. If they were just online, I'd probably, like Tony was mentioning before, he asked the question how much you'd pay for them, and I said £5 I'd pay for each game. So 15 for like red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal. And I feel like if they were just an online thing, that would be the max I would pay. I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but Pokemon would print money releasing their existing IPs to the eShop physical. They would, wouldn't they? Like, literally, like, it's so easy. It's like such a non-brainer for them. And I think if they released them like that as well as separate games, not on the virtual console, I don't know how they would do it. But if they did that, I think it gets around the save states that you can do in the virtual console games, because all of the virtual console games have save states enabled. So I think that causes issues, like I've been saying on streams this last week or so. It causes issues with being able to duplicate mons and duplicate situations where you could just catch a mon, trade it, and then load that save state again before you caught it. So I feel like they have to get around that with the older games somehow, so it kind of gets around those issues. So maybe if they did them like separately, that would be a way to do it. But yeah, it's such a no-brainer to just be like, yeah, we'll release them all. Here you go. And I mean, they could go ham and just be like, okay, it's going to be like, you can buy the whole set, however many cartridges. I doubt they would do that though. I just feel like, yeah, it's just too much. They should have dropped them all. They could just shut bank down. They could technically, couldn't they? They'd literally just be like, yeah. It would definitely soften the blow, I think, for a lot of like the players that have so much time invested in those old games. You know, I think kind of exciting, like a grind that you got to play through them all again on the Switch. But again, it's kind of like nice to go back and play some of the older games that you maybe haven't played for a long time and start your collection on those games. Do all the things that you did in your old games again on the Switch, and then have the ability to port anything into home. And like we've mentioned as well, if they do that, I think like they did in Crystal with the Celebi event, like unlocking the Deoxys event in Emerald, the Mew event as well in Emerald, you know, so there's loads of events they could like unlock in the games that you had to get like a mystery gift item to get them and stuff like that. So that would be kind of cool. The Azure Flute in Diamond Pearl and Platinum, you know, so there's loads of stuff like that that they could do that they just never did in the past. Currently gambling in Pokemon Scarlet, just so you know, and no one is interested, as it should be. I'm interested. We were doing some game corner gambling earlier in Leaf Green. It was fun. We hit the jackpot, which is good, but we've got so much more to go. Mighty, the guy who teach me the exploit to get old Pokemon from events in black and white, is a legend. I did it because I didn't want to relive my Arceus experience. 6 months to get the shiny Arceus. Brutal. 6 months. Crazy. Lexi, how are you doing? Good evening to you. I just want to keep the Ultra Sun and Moon wormholes, man. I know. They're so great. I've got such an appreciation for them. They're just such good shiny hunts. They really are. And Dan, it's so cool though to have Pokemon all of the way back to Gen 3. I got a buddy who has a 21-year-old Blaziken. That's crazy, isn't it? And that's the thing, like, you kind of lose a lot of that, and it's sad that that kind of like this year gonna kind of not be portable into the new games. Yeah. I mean, late last year, when Arceus was available through in Pokemon Scarlet through Pokemon Home, I went into my Pearl cartridge and I had the game event. I went to Game 4, downloaded the mystery gift event in the store from the Arceus that year, and it's 2010 Arceus, and I think, wow, that's crazy. That's like, 13 years old, that Pokemon. And it's like, wow, I never thought I'd have this Pokemon for that long, Like, at the time when you get it, it's just like I'll get that mystery gift. But like, in retrospect, it's kind of cool. So, yeah, having Pokemon older than that. Like, I would have loved to have had my original, like, red, blue, and yellow team, That would have been amazing. Unfortunately, the battery died. And there's no way to get them out of that game anyway. How'd you quick restart on Ultra Moon? If you press the 2 shoulder buttons and start at the same time, that will do a quick soft reset for you. So shoulder buttons and start. I think select can work as well, so you can press select. Not doing so well, but at least I'm done duping 400 balls, 450 ability patches. Nice, Lexi. I hope everything starts to turn a corner for you, my friend, and things start to look up. But thoughts are with you, mate. If there's anything that you need, just give me a shout. Give me a shout. Thinking of you. Tony, releasing the old titles and events would be seriously by the company time to perfect the new release. This is it. Like, if you imagine you release like all the old gens, it's like 1 to 7. That's a crazy amount of time that people have got. Like, people are going to be occupied with those games for such a long time. It just gives you so much traction to be like, yeah, we got runtime to like make sure whatever we're doing is like perfect. I think a lot of the noise coming out recently from Game Freak, Pokemon Company, is like they want to do better than like Scarlet and Violet, which is great to hear. But it's crazy thinking how well they've sold with all of the issues that they've had. What's your opinion on the current shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet? Do you find it not as fun as the old? Yeah, I do. Honestly, I think now that we've come to the end of Scarlet and Violet, like it's been exciting shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet throughout its lifespan for sure. But there's something about shiny hunting that, the challenge of shiny hunting, like this Zygarde shiny hunt, right? There's just something about it being difficult, and it is a grind that I think is the satisfying part about it almost sometimes. Whereas in Scarlet and Violet, it's nice to be able to get that kind of adrenaline hit very quickly, or almost guaranteed. If you're like doing an outbreak and you've got the sandwich, you kind of know you've got like, if you don't get a shiny, it's bad luck, right? So yeah, I prefer the old method shiny hunting. I really do. And all the old gens, like we talked about yesterday on stream, one of my favorite methods is the radar, like chain hunting. And that's difficult to get to, like to a chain of 40 and then keep it continuing, because there's a good chance it can fail. But when you do it, it's like, it's so satisfying when you get it and you get those results, and you're not getting like crazy shinies either. But yeah, it's just when you get to the end of Scarlet and Violet, I feel like there is just there's no shiny hunt. I mean, you can go for the static legendary, the static Terra Pokemon, but I don't know. It just feels like there's so much easier to get other ways in the game that it's not really, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you though. Okay, shiny time. Have we got the Zygarde? Lopunny, no. Mimikyu? No. Please, to the Arceus god of shiny Pokemon, please let this Zygarde be shiny. And the Lord said, no shiny Zygarde. Okay, well, good job, team. We did good there. We did good. That was a nice run. We'll go in again. We'll try it. Sad times. We will get it one of these times. We will get the Zygarde sooner or later. I wish it kept the code locked in rather than having to input it every time. But yeah, if anyone wants to join, more than welcome to. Currently on reset number 276, trying to get Totodile Outbreak for the shiny hunt. Oh, Vichiloso. I hope you get the Outbreak soon. That's almost harder getting the Outbreak than it is actually getting the shiny. It's the best shiny hunting method in Heart Gold. Oof. You have radar hunting in Heart Gold? Trying to think back. The one thing Heart Gold Soul Silver does have is probably the best way to shiny hunt for starter Pokemon though. That's a big plus. Technically shiny hunt for all three at the same time. Ooh, I do like Vaporeon, but it's definitely going to get picked up. It's going to get nabbed. Yeah, first choice. Shinies are guaranteed in Scarlet and Violet. Pretty much, Joy. If you've got like the shiny charm and you've got, yeah. And it's nice, right? Because you can get access to all of them, but I don't know. Pollen Puff's quite good actually here, so I'll go Vileplume. Weird that Garchomp doesn't appear to me in online battles. I only see people using Dragonite and Excalibur, and I hear Extreme Speed Dragonite. Yeah, it's Extreme Speed Dragonite Genpao. It's still a thing. Probably going to be a thing for the rest of the format, I think. Right, have we got any potential wide guarders here? Doesn't look like it. What the best route is? Let's go the fairy route. I honestly prefer soft resets. It can be mind-numbing, but you can just throw on a show. This is very true, yeah. It's hard to do some of the hunts in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, there is no soft resetting really in Scarlet and Violet. There's just none at all. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather go if I was even the hunts in, Legends Arceus are just a bit more enjoyable, I think, than Scarlet and Violet. It's maybe because I've done the majority of the ones that I want to do as well, so that could be a big part of it, So I don't want to bash Scarlet and Violet because I've had so much fun with it and I love the games. I just feel like it's just lacking the post-game kind of stuff that you kind of would expect to see in a big Pokemon main series Pokemon game. Pybanian Scarlet and Violet shiny hunt was way too easy. Was able to get around 6 to 8 shiny Milceries during the event. Got over 80 in total for the Alcremies. Wow. So you pretty much got nearly every shiny for every single form, Tony. That is amazing. That is really, really cool. But yeah, it's very, very easy. It was me. God, it was fun when you had it on the DS, leaving your Ditto over the night and getting the eggs and using it, right? Yeah. Like say 106 shinies to go until I can keep doing. Scarlet and Violet is going gender differences. Wow. Until 11 Dex is truly done, except for Villians. I think that's the big thing. It's still very difficult to get a living Dex. It's still a grind. So that's that in one sense is something that you can do in Scarlet and Violet that I haven't kind of started doing myself yet. I would love to do it. I think I probably would. It's probably a good game to do it in before we move on to Gen 10. Kieran, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good, my friend, and great to see you in the chat. And hope you enjoy the stream with us tonight. Maybe you bring us a bit of shiny luck that we need. Yeah, Joy, I think that's the thing. I found myself, it was the disappointing thing about the Indigo disc was at the end of it, I'm just wanting to play the game, but there is just really nothing to do in it. It's just I just feel like there's just nothing for me to other than play competitive, but I don't have a draw like I had pre Indigo disc dropping or during the Indigo disc, where I was I couldn't wait to turn it on and dive in and do something new in the games. It was just it's very just much feels kind of done now, which is sad. But yeah, I could start a new game, I guess, do it all again. I think the only thing I can really do now is just finish off. There's a few shiny hunts that I have left to do in there, which I'll probably get around to at some point. A lot of the Alolan Pokemon. And then I guess the shiny living dex is the big goal. But yeah, other than that. But I kind of am just enjoying going back into these old games and doing the legendary hunts that I never did in the past before. Which is kind of nice to be able to go back. And that's the one thing that Scarlet and Violet really aren't going to have, I don't think, is that the fact that they have the draw to kind of go back to them to do this sort of thing, because it's just not there. Yet, anyway, you never know. You never know what's going to happen down the line. We may get something. Considering I'm over 1400 hours in, yes, it is a grind. Lexi, incredible grind, but an amazing feat if you and when you manage to do it. Working on my Scarlet and Violet living decks, now almost done, but haven't done any Vivillon forms yet. Oh, good luck with those, David. If you need a hand with any of them, let me know if I can help, if I can be of any help anyway. Let's go here. And Hearts, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know why it hasn't come up on the overlay. Let me have a look. Is it... Yeah, our alerts are on. Where are the alerts? I'm gonna just refresh that. It should pop up. There we go. Hearts, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Do I swap? I will swap. Let's take the risk. I don't think anyone else is. Trevenant's not too bad. And it took me 2 days to find one shiny Litwick and randomly popped up. Couldn't figure out why my partner Pokemon wouldn't battle it. Yeah, when you first realize that, it's funny, isn't it? When you're like, why won't it knock this one out? It's like, okay, it's a shiny one, nice. Then you're like, yes, pop off. Yeah, I think Joy, like the only thing we can hope for is that we've still got stuff to come for Scarlet and Violet. It'd be really exciting if that is the case. If we've still got some content maybe this year to add to Scarlet and Violet, which it could be, I guess. Ribbon up, that's true, Obi Wolf. The ribbon, the master quest for the ribbons. Charlie, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. Shiny hunt, not any luck so far. Maybe this is the one though. But we managed to take down the Zygarde both of the last 2 times, which is good. But still no shinies out of everything that we've come across yet. And this RegiSteel is just not wanting to shine. What's your favorite Mario game? Mine is Galaxy 2. That was an incredible. It was incredible. Best levels, in my opinion, are the ones that you can ride Yoshi. I haven't played Galaxy 2. I've only played Galaxy 1, and Galaxy 1 is an amazing game. So I can only imagine Galaxy 2 is just as good. It's weird, Marcus, that got me on to want to play Mario Galaxy, because I'd never played it before, and he's like, dude, you've got to play these games, so good. And then they released the Mario pack for the Switch, and I got it, and I was like, oh, amazing. I'll pick those up. I will pick the pack up. So I got that, and it's got like Sunshine Galaxy, and what was the other one it had in it? I can't remember the final one, but yeah, amazing. Favorite Mario game though is probably, I'd say, you know, it sounds like weird because there's so many good Mario games now, but I'd say probably still, for a nostalgia factor, is Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. I loved that game when I was younger. It was so cool. You can get the cape and you can get Yoshi like very early on. It's a very cool game. I do like it. Pokemon Day, I wonder if they're gonna do a remake or a new Gen 10. I think it'll be a remake. They might do a Legends game. That is rumored, but I don't know. It won't be Gen 10. No chance of it being Gen 10. I don't know. Think of the worst day possible, and that's what I'll do if Gen 10 gets announced. So confident that it won't be Gen 10. Be hilarious if I'm wrong. Be like, oh, yeah, we've got new surprise. We're going to a new region this fall. Be like, what? But it's not going to happen. No way. I think there'll be a third DLC for Scarlet and Violet. Potentially, Joy. Like, if you look at the map, there's still the areas in Paldea, and they might have always been intentionally blocked off for a reason, but you know, I still think there's room. There's a lot of rumors at the moment about, you know, this new mythical Pokemon that's going to be announced soon, with the movie that's due to come out in Japan in like July time. So there could be more content there potentially. And if you're looking at the Hidden Treasures of Area Zero is one DLC pack, although it was split over 2 parts. It means if they're doing like 2 DLCs per main series title, then we still have 1 to go, right? Because the Hidden Treasures of Area Zero was like 1, you bought that as a separate one. Whereas I'm pretty sure with the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, you bought those separately. I could be mistaken, and I could be like fogging my brain up with that, but I don't know. I feel like you bought them separately and then you could buy them together eventually. No, I'll keep Trevenant. So I could be completely wrong there. So if I am, the theory is lost. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is godly. Yeah, it's such a good... We are due a new Mario Kart game though. I know they've done all the DLC tracks and stuff, but I feel like we are overdue a new Mario Kart game. I feel like they could release... Like a Mario Kart game could be a title release for the new Switch if they do something. Super Mario World is my favorite. In my view, the best Mario game. It had everything and also related to the TV episodes. Yes, Chris, 100%. I'm with you all the way on that one. Right, what can we... I mean, Bright Powder could be decent. Citrus Berry's probably the one. Especially if you've got Harvest. It might come in. Would you wear a Sunderland top if you were wrong? That is the... Yeah, alright. Yeah, Sam. If I'm wrong, I wear Sunderland shirt for a week on stream. Solidly. Every stream, I do. And I have to go and buy one, obviously, as well. Because I don't own one. So I have to go and buy a Sunderland shirt. And I have to wear it solidly on stream for a week. Oh, that would be the worst. Sorry to any Sunderland fans out there. Nothing really against you, but I'm... you know, I'm not Mackham. I missed the raid events of Sword and Shield. They had such good shiny raid. Yeah, they did. I'm surprised they've never really done anything similar for Scarlet and Violet with the raids, the shiny raids. It's a little sad that they haven't had like a raid with increased shiny rates. The best we got to was the what was it, the Gimme Ghoul chest form with your shiny chance to get it, and it was like 1 in 4,096, and it's only running for this weekend. Oh, it was maybe running for 2 weeks, maybe. Like, let's give them a bit of credit, but still, yeah, it would be nice if we saw something like that. I feel like the mass outbreak events kind of are there to make up for the lack of being able to do anything in a raid, potentially. For the DLC for Sun Shield as a pack for €30. Mario Kart 9 will be the big game that comes alongside the Switch 2. Yeah, I agree, Tomacock. DJ David, easiest way for Scarlet player to get Raging Bolt and Gorging Fire. Easiest way for a Scarlet player? Well, they're in the... you only need... I would use... you only need, what is it, 200 Pokemon registered in the DLC decks? When you go to the Indigo Disc decks. So that, like... if you got those Pokemon in home, a lot of them you will have in home if you've played previous gens. So you can pretty much do the parent quest as soon as you go into the terrarium. You don't need to really do anything else. So that's the quickest way. And then you can just hightail to Area Zero once you've unlocked them. I'm pretty sure it's 200 entries in the Indigo Disc decks. And then you're kind of good to go from there. Kalos fan, which shows this? Super Mario Bros. Super Show. I can't really remember it too well. I know what you're talking about, but I can't, like, I can't ever remember, like, actually a memory watching it. I might have been a bit too young for it. Definitely already have like 5 secretly in my closet disco. Yeah, just got a special compartment in the back of my wardrobe, and it's all Sunderland shirts. Like the past like 20 years of shirts. And I wear when I'm in the house when I'm by myself. I put like Sunderland, old Sunderland videos on. We'll keep the Trevenant. Yeah, the good times. What was their old stadium? Roker Park. Yeah. But I'm gonna keep Trevenant because I feel Trevenant's alright. So if anyone else wants to switch up, I'm good. I'm good. Because I could get something like super trash here as well. Yeah. Adelberry, I think they're trying to, what's that? Trying to reestablish their rarity. Re-shinies. Yeah. And it's not a bad thing, you know. I just think they could have done it with the legendaries. Like, you know, the static encounter legendaries. They didn't need to like have any outside factors. They could have just kept them at 1 in 4096. And I think people would have been happy with that. But the fact that they just locked them out completely is like... Yeah, and it might be a way to preserve the rarity of those legendary Pokemon. But I mean... It's a bit crazy because you can come into like Gen 8 and Sword and Shield and hunt them with like probably the best shiny rates that we've had in any game, you know? Like 1 in 100 chance. That's better than the rates in Scarlet and Violet. So it's just weird. A berry Arceus made so it's so common that people don't even care about non-shiny, lol. Yeah. Well, the outbreaks were like, yeah. Although the outbreaks, I do feel like, you know, like I've had... Oh, man. That Aurora's going down straight away. Hope Klefki can put in the work. I don't know if the Klefki was the best max option, but we'll go with it. Imagine if Arceus and its creation trio existed sooner in Gen 2 and had the third Pokemon movie, Arceus and Molly's. Well, there's a lot of theories around Arceus being a Gen 2 mon, isn't there? Could happen. That's why I might link back if we do see another Legends game that Arceus could link. If it is in Johto, could be a link there. With the stories, it'd be kind of fun if it was. Used to watch Mario's Super Show every time before school on a Friday. Shows my age, sadly. When was that? I can't ever remember it being on TV. I think I've only seen it online. I know what you mean though. Right. Only the best option, or is Trick Room going to be a good option? I guess Trick Room puts us in a good position, but then... I don't think we're going to get the Zygarde this time around. Maybe we do. I don't know. I don't know. Tailduck, pretty much what I did was keep the Terrarium Pokemon in the boxes on my Violet game, then transferred them in mass to home, and they're from Scarlet game. Took a lot of time off. Yeah, that's a really good way of doing it for the pairing quest. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Like with my Scarlet, I exported everything to home and then into my Violet copy to get Iron Crown and Iron Boulder, just to make it easy. And it was like a really straightforward process. I still haven't finished the Dex in Violet, but I'm like, kind of got everything I want from that game, so I don't really feel like I need to finish the Dex there. Although it would be useful for the extra, the Mark Charm. They just need to stop shiny locking so much. Yeah. And I don't think people would mind if they kept the odds like pretty high for shinies, you know? Like that 1 in 4096 feels like a good sweet spot for them, so I think... just keep it there. And you can have outside factors that make like some methods to shiny hunt interesting, like the radar hunting, stuff like that, like Dynamax Adventures, the wormholes that we had in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. There's loads of really quirky ways to shiny hunt. Just, I guess we haven't got really many of them in Scarlet and Violet. I mean, you could count like the sandwiches, I guess, as a way to do it, but it's a bit of a broad method. Can kind of like be applied all over the place, you know? It's not like it's specifically doing like a certain task, like chain fishing or anything like that. 100 raids takes about the same time as 1096. Resetting each raid, minimum about 8 minutes. Resetting takes like 45. Yeah, very true. Yeah, the amount of time that it does take to do one of these is actually crazy when you think about it. It's a lot of hours. The odds are great, but yeah, the time that you have to put into doing it, crazy. Do you think the next Pokemon game will be about? Programmer plays. Do you mean the like next main series title? Or just next Pokemon game, like potentially Legends game? I feel like a good mechanic we could see for like a gimmick, you know, like terrestrializing is a gimmick that we could potentially see is fusions, you know. Although the next one's probably going to be like a build on Mega Evolutions, I think. Because the remake that you would be due for Gen 10 would be X and Y, which is where we had Megas first introduced. So I could see them having a play around with Megas, because if they ever do a remake of like X and Y during Gen 10, then if they've got kind of a growth, a lead on from Megas somehow, then it would work perfectly into like a remake if they do that. But I don't know. I think fusions would be very cool to have as a mechanic. I don't know how it would work. I really don't. I don't know if it even is possible, but it would be, the idea's there. The idea is pretty cool. Fuse 2 Pokemon, get some super Pokemon. Wish they would have done terror raids for legendaries to shiny hunt then lock in. Yeah, I think that's what everyone was like. Are we gonna get like a similar Dynamax adventure raids system for Scarlet and Violet for the legendaries? It would have been a lot more fun, I think. How many lives have we got left? We got one. Okay, we have we still got our reflect up? Yeah, we got one turn of reflect. Okay. Not only that, but the play clock actually reflects the hours put into shiny hunting. I don't want to know. Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. New type in Pokemon would always be interesting. I would love that. Disco. There's so many types, I think, at the moment that you could say they could balance some out, you know, just to shake up the format. Please be into Trevenant. Oh, I think that's it. Although I haven't been knocked out, so unless someone's been knocked out twice already, then we should still be alright. Unless we haven't got the Zygarde. Kind of difficult with what we had, I think. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Good try, team. Good try. No luck this time. Shiny odds. Oh, shiny checker time. Shiny Beware would be nice. Nothing. Man, rough. Haven't got anything tonight. No luck at all. Not even this RegiSteel. Was relying on the RegiSteel. I thought at least if we're hunting the RegiSteel, we'll be able to kind of get it. Right, so let's go for it again. Right. Brilliant. Kanakio and Satoshi and Melody, thank you so much for joining, friends. Good luck with the run. I hope we have some success this time. Okay, we got a Ditto. Jellison's definitely a one to pick up. Dropkick's nice as well, to be honest, because I think the Dropkick you learn the attack stat on the target Pokemon every time, so that is a decent one. I'll go with Serena. So many sound-based moves on Pokemon they could add sound type. Sound type would be very cool. I think that would be a good one. Rihanna, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Great to see you as always. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks so much for joining the stream as well. We got anything that's going to be... I don't know which route's the best. I really don't. Not for this one. Chris recently got back into Shiny Hunt and I'm doing the same. Softry Sentinel, Ultra Sun, while Dynamax Adventures. Nice. Finally got Palkia last night after 144 successful raids. That is a grind, my friend, but congrats on the Palkia. That's so nice to hear. Really happy to get it. And Palkia is such a nice shiny as well. Kelly, I don't think there's such a thing as Money Evo. Money Evo. Goldingo. That class at it? stomach. Why? What? Eduardo? When you have shiny charm in both games, it's about the same time. Where's Eduardo that you're tagging? S9 Vibe, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Right, let's see what we're gonna do. Oh, we got acrobatics. Scott, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Great seeing you in the chat, my friend. Hira, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Have a great Tuesday. And because have you rigged your 3DS to soft reset one-handed? I taped my shoulder button down because I should have so done that. That would make it so much easier, and I could just, yeah, hook over with just the claw. That is like genius. That's galaxy brain thinking. That's what I'm gonna do in future. I don't even have any tape close to me right now. I wish I did. Thank you though. I will do that for future streams. That will make it so much easier. Kieran, you need a Pokemon with Wide Guard to protect you. Yeah, we desperately need Wide Guard. I don't know if we're going to get it in this run though, but it's like it's nearly essential. Like we were saying earlier, if you like, you can brute force your way through it, but you need like some big ice type Pokemon or like really strong fairies to be able to do it, and then it's still a bit of a struggle. But if you got the Wide Guard, it's like just such a breeze. But a lot of the time it's like, are you lucky enough to get the Mantine or whatever else has Wide Guard in this? Minchao, does that get Wide Guard in this raid? Probably does. Maybe. Ever wish that some Pokemon weren't cut from the final game? Like a Gorochu. Gorochu, 100%. Peekaboo. Another one. Gorochu would have been amazing. I'm surprised they've never really brought that back. There's a lot of talk about it being the Homo, wasn't it? Like the Evo was that reference, which I don't know, and I'm not convinced on that. But yeah, Weeping Bell split Evo. That would have been very cool as well. Mighty AJ made a video a while ago about how to get shiny Mew. Wanted to try it out, but it seems very complicated for my Spolprina brain. Mighty, did you not see the stream that we did? We did the whole thing on stream live. It should be on the channel. It's about 6 hours, but we started from a new playthrough of Red, went through the entire game and did the whole glitch and got the shiny Mew at the end. And that's the shiny Mew that we then duped in Red and then transferred through home and then traded out to everyone. So that's, yeah, if you want to follow along with it step by step, you can check that out and then use that. It might be helpful. You'll be able to do it though. It's what is that? Is that Electros? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so much easier. Thank you, because I really appreciate that. It's so much easier. Yeah, use a rubber band to soft reset on the 3DS. I don't know why I've never even thought of that. I'm like this every time. Scott, best fire flying type Pokemon. Gotta be Ho-Oh. Has to be. Would say Moltres. Oh, Talonflame. I like Talonflame a lot. Best. Has to be Ho-Oh. Has to be. If it's not a legendary, I'd say my favorite is Talonflame. But you're saying best. Has to be Ho-Oh, I would say. Reason I know about Patreon is because of a meme review video. I did the shiny Mew and followed Austin's video, took it step by step, and it's not too bad. Yeah, Braincase TM, it's a really good video. Like, follow along. It's very, very helpful, as most of AJ's videos are. But yeah, if you wanted to follow along with the with someone else doing it at the same time, then there is on the channel. It was sometime mid last year. It was a fun stream to do. It was really fun. Yeah, because we did the Nidoking glitch in the Viridian Forest as well to get like a level 100 Nidoking, so we can run through the game quicker. So yeah, it was good, because you don't need to run through the whole game, but you need to get to Cinnabar, so you need like 4 badges. Yeah, 3 or 4. I think maybe only 3. I think you only need to get Beat Surge. I think it Ditto Evolution being a metal coat method like Scizor and Steelix. Would that not make it just like Melton though, as it's Evo? It's weird as well. Melton and Melmetal have just not been included in any actual games ever. So strange. I wonder if they'll ever appear. It's a very cool mythical as well. Yeah, like Rich says, Mighty, I think like it's something you should definitely try and do. It is very, very satisfying when you do it, and it's not too difficult. I can do it. You're gonna be fine. Who do you want as your personal bodyguard? Conkeldurr, Annihilate, Tyranitar or Mr. Mime? I picked Tyranitar. I'd probably pick Annihilate, to be fair. It's just angry and it's a ghost and it's got Rage Fist. It's just very strong. But second choice Tyranitar for sure, 100%. And you can tell me about more of my favorite theories. I watch enough of his channel anyway, so having been my bodyguard would seem pretty surreal. Yeah. I have a statue of a Moltres. Scott, a statue? Make that sound like are we switching out here? I'll switch because I could get something better. I could get something worse, of course. Got something worse. Does Hitmonlee have Wide Guard? Because it can learn Wide Guard, so we could have the Wide Guard user we need. Could have just had the mulligan we needed, but maybe not as well. Calasfan, who would you want as your personal bodyguard out of those though? Definitely not Mr. Mime, in my opinion. Either Conkeldurr or Tyranitar for me, yeah. Yeah. Conkeldurr would be a good one. Right, let's see. Have we got this Wide Guard? We have! Amazing. Amazing. Right, let's blaze kick this bird. Okay, we're in the money, friends, for this one. We've got the Wide Guard. Did we already have Wide Guard? Oh no, that's Crafty Shield. Okay, Crafty Shield. Like, oh, we've already got it somewhere? Meltan is Pokemon Go, yeah. That's what I mean. I know it's Pokemon Go Pokemon, but I feel like it's still a mythical at the end of the day. It's just... I feel like we should have it in a Pokemon game. You can get Meltan and Melmetal in Pokemon Go, and you can get Gmax Melmetal in Pokemon Home when you transfer, yeah. I've got one in my sword copy, but yeah, I just feel like it'd be nice to have a bit more lore about it in the actual games. Be kind of cool. Yeah, let's go for the flare. I like that we've got the Cherrim actually, because the Cherrim is going to be pretty useful for us for getting extra attack boosts and stuff. That one moment. Ajay, if you meant about stat wise, I'm not a competitive person, but also a Dead Evolution would have been hilarious. Imagine all the viewers' reaction in the internet memes. That would be just for that, it would be funny. Don't know, what would it even look like? A Ditto evolution. A blue blob. Mighty, so glad that the modding that I did on my 3DS turned out well, plus having a new charger and 128 gig card makes it even better. Now I'm playing with the power, Nintendo power. I love that, mate. I was saying earlier, I'm really thinking about modding my GameCube. There's a new, well, it's not a new chip, but there's a really easy Raspberry Pi mod that you can get for it, which only requires a little bit of soldering, which I'm really thinking about doing. And then I can get a Game Boy player and not have to buy the Game Boy player disc. And then I can actually hook up my GameCube to my PC and play, which would be kind of nice to do. But I don't know. I don't know if it's not necessary. It's kind of annoying, like, thinking about this, because I'm like, are they going to release the old games for the Switch at some point? Because then I wouldn't need the GameCube to do that. Because, yeah, but, you know, the conundrum. You have what you need, in this case, wide guard. We have it. We got the wide guard. We're gonna be able to nab it, hopefully. Right, the unpheasant. Hopefully we can get this RegiSteel soon. Tiger, how are you doing? Thanks so much for joining the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, and you enjoy the stream with us for however long you can stick around. I will keep Hitmonlee. We need the wide guard, and should guarantee us like to be able to do the Zygarde. I mean, Jellicent, we've not got them the best. I mean, the Klefki's not terrible for offensive output. Jazeel, how are you doing? Hitmon is almost dead. I'm hoping that we don't get targeted with anything other than the spread attacks from Zygarde. That'd be kind of nice. Could this be the Zygarde that is the shiny? There we go. Okay, we've lost Zygarde for a turn. That's not ideal. Sorry, team. I think that's a first loss, though. Is it a first KO of the run? Right. A next question. I'm going to just ask you all how you would feel about this. If we got to Pokemon Day and they did say, we've got nothing this year. We've got a Faithful remake coming out later this year. And they said it is going to be Hard Gold, Soul Silver, but there's going to be nothing really new for the Switch. How would you, how would you feel about that? We've talked about it on, I like daytime Nuzlocke streams, but I don't know. We've got a few different faces in chat tonight. I would love to know how people would receive that, especially if we got like an updated Poke Walker that could connect with the Switch. Like, would you be happy with that for just this year, or would you be like, nah, bit disappointed, kind of wanted a Legends game? Rachel, I wouldn't mind. Be happy with that. Because it's such a big game as well, right? Personally wouldn't mind it. Then they should buy the whole company. I'd be happy. I wouldn't be shocked if Pokemon announced their new survival game. Friendland. Shinies, that would be so hilarious, yeah. A new survival Pokemon game. Friendland. Could you imagine the uproar, the Palworld community going crazy? Caleb, how are you doing? I'd be happy with the remake. I missed quite a few games, but Legends game would be epic. Yeah, Legends game would be the one. But I just think it's just an easy one for them to do, for Ilka to do. Like, they could just do Hot Gold, Soul Silver. It's like such a favorite game. You can't really go wrong with it, especially if you do a faithful remake for the Switch. Be fine, wouldn't it? I would attach my Pokewater to my treadmill as I play my Switch. Me too, mate. That's exactly what I would do. Cheating all the way. Getting that max happiness up. I'd like to think that the Ditto Eeva could turn into any Pokemon's pre-Eeva evolution. Also to turn into a legendary and mythical. Sees in the books and ancient images. And to make it fill the decks faster. That's a kind of cool concept. I really like that. Mythical Ditto. This kind of... what have I done? What have I done? Brian, as long as it meant that they were working really hard on the next gen, I wouldn't mind a bigger rest between that and the Hard Gold Soul Silver remakes. Yeah, I think... Oh, man. It's targeted me again. Because it knows I've got the wide guard. Alice, I don't know how I'd feel. Wouldn't mind either. Would like the Legends game, but would be happy with the remake. Something in between, I guess. Yeah, I think if they did something where it wasn't like a main series title this year or a Legends game this year, I think they'd have to come out and say, we are working and putting a lot more development into the next gen. And I think people would be super accepting of that if we just got something like a faithful remake in the interim. I honestly feel like, yeah, people would be super fine with that. Oh man, it is very close. And it's gonna double attack, and that's it. That's it. This Zygarde's brutal. This is why the Mantines are better, because it can't max quake you throughout the raid. That's rough. That is rough. Bro really making sure he gets a perfect kill on the team. I know, Kieran. Oh, I just don't think we need Hot Gold Soul Silver remakes. Yes, those games were amazing, but they already remakes. That's the thing. But I think there's still a lot of people that haven't played them, and if you do try to buy them now to play them, like they're so expensive, so that you've got really no chance of being able to play them. Any shinies on this one? No. There's a bit of a bust. Ah, oh, that is disappointing. That is disappointing. Right, let's have one more run. One more run in it. Let's see if we can get it. We've got to get the Zygarde this time, and hopefully we get some better. I mean, we had a White Guard user, so yeah. I just think it was difficult. I don't think the Klefki is the best Pokemon to bring against the Zygarde, though. Anything with like a ground weakness just feels like it's just making it tough, but we'll see what we get. Oh no, I don't want to quit out of it. Right, code 123211137. Invite others. There we go. Okay. Right, sorry, Denise. Pokemon Sleep might be talked about this. Pokemon did too. Just thought of that. Yeah, probably will be. I would imagine they'll hit on probably every facet of the franchise in some way. Woodwiz, pop take, but I hate Legends Arceus so much. Slogging through it to get Arceus has been weeks since I've played. I know it'll never happen, but a black and white remake in style of Octopath would be perfect. That would be very, very cool. Style of Octopath as well. Be so different to what everyone's expecting. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd take that. I know what you mean about the slog in Arceus as well, especially completing the decks. It's a bit of a grind. Marowak, probably the best out of a bad bunch. Rachel, you know what else? Just remember, like, all you have to do is capture the legendary shiny in Pokemon Go. You could transfer them over to Dynamax Adventure new game after you caught them in game. That is very true. I think to transfer shiny legendaries from home into Scarlet and Violet, isn't it something that you have to have the legendary already in the game to be able to transfer it in, or something like that? I can't remember what the way around it was, but I could just be talking nonsense as well. But I'm sure someone was talking about it last week where they had issues. Right, which is the route? Got normal, dark, ground. I guess I'll go this way, but everyone chooses the ice. They want the Weavile. If you're making an enormous amount of money on half big Gen 9, proving minimal service and events since release, so I would be even more disappointed if they skip a Switch release this year. Yeah, it does make you think that, you know, you think because of how like bare minimum they've kind of kept up with stuff, and like how they've just kept things ticking along. Like an excusable like reason for that would be the fact that they're working on something that they need to get out this year. In my opinion, I think that would make sense. But yeah, if we don't get anything, you think, well, why? What's the reason for like all of these delays with Scarlet and Violet? You know, Scott, we have the finest hard gold, soul silver, and duo example in UK. The set is very nice, mate. Yeah, the set is very, very nice. Caleb, would you, the remake of the remakes be called Sterling Soul Silver and Rose Hard Gold or something similar named? That would be kind of cool, right? So yeah, not to call it exactly, because they're going to name it differently, aren't they? Michael, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. Great to see you. Doesn't have to be shiny, just any gold legendary is like that. Ah, okay, Tomahawk. Thanks for the clarification. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can't see them changing the formula, although it would be great if they mix it up. Yeah. I think they'll not do... I don't know. I just can't see them doing a black and white remake. This like a black and white remake or anything like that this year. I honestly think we're going to get like a Legends game, which will be the Johto, more likely Johto. And then I think next year we'll get, like 2025, we'll get the Unova game. Whatever it is. Which it might be if it, you know, if it is a different art style, like an Octopath sort of art style, something along those lines. I think it might be a bit longer before we see that. Or it might be vice versa, you know. We might get like a Legends game next year and then this year we get... I'll keep the Marowak for now. Let someone else have the Sneasel. Hopefully someone takes it, because the triple axle is pretty handy. And if we can get an Eviolite as well, that'd be good. Yeah, that makes sense, Rachel. Yeah. A Dedo evolution would have been a shortcut for Dex completion. Players don't feel like catching them all. Just skip it out in case you don't want to do it. The actual hard work. Let's go for the ground. Speaking of rose gold, still wish Goldingo shiny was rose gold or silver. I know it would have made like a, that. Yeah, just silver. Just do it silver. The Silver Surfer would have been such a nod to it, right? I wonder if there's like legal reasons why they didn't do that. Legend Johto would be a child dream come true. Yeah, I think everyone kind of wants that, really. But whether or not we get it, it's always one of those things where it's like the rumors are there and like everyone's like clamoring for this one thing to happen. It's never what we see happen. Never. But you never know. It might happen one of these times. We might be exactly what we get. There's no way they don't save the Gen 10 for the 30th anniversary though, right? I feel like that. I feel like they're going to save it for 2026. It just makes too much sense to... Like, we might see it released in the back end of 2025. So it's like just into the cycle of it in 2026. And then celebrate it through that 30th anniversary year. So I could maybe see it releasing like November. So they could do it, I guess. That could be a way around them doing it. Who knows though? Riley, how are you doing? Made it home from work. How's the hunts? No luck so far yet, mate. I hope your day's been good though, mate, and nice to see you once again. And thanks for hopping in and joining us in the struggle for Zygarde. We've missed hitting it, like getting it the last few times as well, so it's been a little rough. But we're continuing with the RegiSteel. That is still yet to shine. Maybe it was waiting for you to arrive, Riley, before it decided to show up. Nope. I'm not saying that Pokemon games shouldn't be crystallized, but I think people forgot that Game Freak is kind of small team. They have a really tight deadline by Nintendo. Game Freak is not perfect, but they're not evil. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they're just overworked, and Nintendo probably leans on them way too much. When in like reality, if Nintendo's leaning on them, Game Freak should be able to go, oh, yeah, we kind of need some more help. Can you help us out with that? And then work something out, you know? Expand the team. But again, they might not want a huge team, because I guess the more people you have working on things, the more chance there is for stuff getting leaked out and stuff like that, which is kind of what already happens anyway. And they probably want to avoid that. I don't know. Who knows the politics around how it all works. But yeah, Game Freak aren't evil by any means. And I think Scarlet and Violet's just an incredible game overall. They did a great job with it. Good without it. J-Lock, I hope the next gen is run without the hard FPS drops. Yeah. The open world again. Open world catching from Pokemon like Arceus was awesome for me. But whatever comes, better align things. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. Like Arceus for me was like a super nice game. I never really had many issues with Arceus at all. Just a nice experience. I like going back to it as well. I've been playing it a lot recently, which has been fun. 386 Daniel. Personally, I think the Legends Hooper game would be the best. I haven't heard many people talk about Legends Hooper game. So that would be really fun. I would love to see something like that. It's one of the most wished mythicals and has quite interesting lore. It has some really interesting lore. Yeah. That would be a really it would be such a like a curveball. Very fun though. Legends Keldeo. The Soldier Justice story. I'd be down for that. That'd be very cool. Yeah. Legends Mew. I just don't feel like there's any real lore to Mew. There doesn't feel like to be much ever. Like with Kanto, I can't ever see us getting a Legends Kanto game. The legendary birds, I guess, have a lot of lore to them because then you've got them how they, you know, the connection with the Galarian forms, stuff like that. I don't think the Masuda deserves any cyberbullying from evil Twitter fans. Definitely not. No, we're not advocates of that one little bit. No way. I don't think anyone should. You know, any designer at all. It's not going to get you anywhere. You know, so it just looks bad on you if you're the person doing it. However strongly you feel, you know, it's not like they're going out of their way to like, you know, one thing that could be a really good decision that they make could make you super happy, but it could make someone else super angry, right? And someone like really upset, and vice versa, you know? So there's always going to be that situation where whatever happens in the game world, a decision that they pull out, you know, about cutting Pokemon, adding Pokemon, it's always going to upset someone and make someone super happy at the same time. So you can't really please everyone. You know, if you bring every single Pokemon back in the next gen, some people will be like complaining that there's just too many Pokemon. It's just an impossible feat, you know. It's like every walk of life. But the whole like cyberbullying thing, it's like X is just a cesspit for that sort of thing. It's horrible, and it's got so many good qualities about it as a social platform, but so many bad ones as well. I'm gonna nab the Whimsicott if no one else wants it, because I mean the Jolteon should probably take the Whimsicott. I will say I'll have it because I don't want it going to waste, but I feel like the Jolteon should, like Tony. I want to say I don't want it now. Give it to Tony. I've just done us. I think I've just done us over with this one. Okay. She gonna give us the option. I don't think we get. No, we don't get the option. Oh no. Okay, that's good. Tony got it. I guess a Quick Claw I'll take. I'll take the Quick Claw. It's probably the best one. Yeah. But I 100% agree with you on that. Yeah. Tried to do this on Scarlet and Violet, so you cannot do it solo on Group Quest exclusive. The Cosmic Curing requires a. But I wish you could do this. Look, yeah, solo. You can't. Yeah, it is very difficult, Scott. Especially on Masuda's birthday. What? On his birthday, man. Legends Mew, I imagine, as a dystopian future setting where you are the thing alongside Mew against Mewtwo. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool way to do it, yeah. Like a future version of Kanto. That would be a nice way to kind of go about it, I think. Okay, we'll screech this thing because that can help us slightly in going forward. At least we haven't got the Jolteon to worry about. Like taking, like just knockout after knockout. This is why I don't use X or Reddit lol. Yeah, Danny, I don't blame you. Yeah. Still odd that Game Freak don't seem to be fully familiarized with the Switch hardware. Scarlet and Violet doesn't look ugly, but graphically it could have looked better. I mean, it does depend on like how much time they had in development, which might not have been that long. And you know, they split their teams, which they mentioned years ago, where they split their teams. So one team works on, you know, one generation and another one works on another one, with maybe a future one or a more current one that's in development. So yeah, maybe I'm digging too deep into the development of a dumb kids game. Nah, it's good to question stuff, of course. No, and everyone's got their opinion. Legends Hooper definitely makes more sense. I like the idea of Legends Hooper though. That'd be very, very cool. And that's like something I've not really heard many people talking about. It could be a thing. Okay, and Freak developers just old fashioned. They seem comfortable with less powerful hardwares. Even Dredge, despite people saying they should be making Pokemon on 3D consoles in 1995. Maybe, you know, I think like a lot of it like is probably with, when you look at like, I don't know, but it kind of could be that, right? You kind of look at like how fond they are as a company of Kanto still. They never like forget the roots of that game in particular. So I do think in a way like they probably are quite traditionalist in what they want, how they want Pokemon to be, how they want to like portray it. So that might be a big reason for it. And like I've always said as well, you know, as a fan of Pokemon games over the years, like Pokemon's never looked good as a game, right? So it's never been something that I've ever been like, and that was the easiest knockout ever. I'm just gonna say Pokemon's never looked good as a game. So it's never been anything that I've been worried about personally, because I mean, you look at like Red and Blue, Yellow, and they're like terrible games, right? But I think they've got to keep up with the times as well. But maybe it's not graphically isn't what they're most concerned about. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Sneasel is the GOAT, 100%. That triple axle is absolutely nuts. At all. Is it possible to get Shaman Shiny and Shining Pearl? Yes, it is. Yeah, I toggled some stuff, but find post that it isn't possible. It is possible. Yeah, you can Shiny Hunt Shaman. You can. Max odds though, and not outside influences like Shiny Charm or anything. Right. Shiny checker time. Can we get it? The GOAT Sneasel is not shiny. The Rhydon is not shiny. The Whimsicott is not shiny. And the Zygarde is not shiny. So, no shinies. Once again, no shinies at all. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. That is rough. Right. We'll do one more reset. No, what are we on? 84. Do one more reset after this with the Regi. With the Regi, and then I'm going to say, I'm going to have to call it a night, friends. But it has been a pleasure tonight. We've had some great chat tonight. So thank you so much to everyone that's come out to the stream. It's been awesome hanging with you all tonight. Just a bit sad that we haven't managed to get a shiny at all tonight, which is pretty rough. Sometimes it is the way it goes though with these hunts, but it's been fun doing it. And thank you so much for coming by the stream tonight, supporting. And oh look, we're on 96 likes. If anyone can get down there and get us to 100 likes for the stream, that would be amazing. Before we finish up tonight, if you've enjoyed it, no pressure to, but it would be helpful. We'll say that's our like goal. So I'm away for the rest of the week in Germany, but if I can stream when I'm over there, I will check it as soon as I get to my hotel. If I can stream, then I will stream. I'll schedule something in for later this week. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll probably not be this like looking like this, but we'll make do with what we have. And yeah, we'll do that. If not, we'll be back on Monday next week when I'm back, and we'll kick off with probably this again. And we've got the leaf green Nuzlocke that we'll continue on with as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. But thank you so much, friends. If you're in Dortmund this weekend, do come say hi. If you spot me, I'd love to meet in person, say hello and things like that. Don't be shy. It'd be great to meet any one of you. And if you're not and you're watching the broadcast, I hope you have a good time, and hopefully I can get on over the weekend. It would be good to get some games in and see what I can do. See if I still got some magic to do. So thank you so much for the safe travels and good luck, friends. I really appreciate it. Good night, and take care of yourselves more importantly than anything. Let's do one more RegiSteel reset. This one might be the one. Could be. Could it be the magic number? Let's see. Is it? Come on. Need it for the team. It's not. It's not. Okay, well, we'll leave it there then. But yeah, thank you again, friends. All the support. I will hopefully see you through the week. But like I say, if not, I will see you next week. And take care of yourselves. And thank you once again. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.